Wow, can you believe it's been like almost 10 years since the passing of Heath Ledger? My God. Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Here's my review for the movie I Am Heath Ledger. Yes, this is a documentary film about the life and career and the passing of actor Heath Ledger. Yes, this documentary is directed by Derik Murray, who has done other documentaries like this. He directed the documentary I Am Chris Farley, which is another great documentary, and he produced the documentary I Am Bruce Lee, which is another great documentary. And now, this documentary premiered a few days ago on Spike. I watched it a few days ago, and yes, this documentary was absolutely fantastic. Again, it's about the life and career and passing of Heath Ledger, and wow, whew, and this documentary showed a lot of personal stuff and a lot of footage that no one has ever seen, and oof, it was quite an experience watching this, especially if you're a big fan of Heath Ledger and stuff. And yeah, this documentary, it starts off again telling about the story of Heath, when he was born, him being born in Australia and stuff. It has his mother and his sister all talking, his agent and stuff, and of course a lot of his childhood friends and stuff. They talked about how Heath Ledger was always this very artistic and very creative person and stuff, and Heath Ledger always had a camera in his hand. He always filmed himself doing random things, whether it was going to the store or him spinning around doing something, making up short stories and stuff. And yeah, we get to see this too. We get to see all this footage Heath Ledger shot himself when he was a kid, teenager, all the way up to his adulthood when he was still doing movies and stuff. Yeah, we get to see actual footage of Heath Ledger filming himself. Yes, Heath Ledger was quite a vlogger. Yes, he did a lot of vlogs. He just did a lot of random stuff with cameras and stuff. That's how creative and artistic Heath Ledger was, and this documentary shows all about that, all the stuff he did with his camera, Heath Ledger did. And yeah, he was so creative with his camera, and so he created like different angles and obscure imagery with all of his camera work and stuff. He even directed a few music videos that were all performed by his close personal friends and stuff. And yeah, again, and this also showed that he gave up going to school and stuff, and he wanted to be an actor. Even when he was a teenager, he always wanted to be an actor and be in movies and stuff. And the movie shows him getting into all these movies. Like his big star-making movie was 10 Things I Hate About You, when he plays the character Patrick. And the funniest thing is, when he did that movie 10 Things I Hate About You, he was offered a lot of romantic comedy roles. Like he was going to get typecasted and stuff. Basically, he was going to be always going to be the heartthrob guy and stuff, kind of like the Mel Gibson, or kind of like, you know, Matthew McConaughey in the early 2000s. Like he always did romantic comedies and stuff. And Heath Ledger, after he did 10 Things I Hate About You, he really loved that movie. He never wanted to do a romantic comedy again. He didn't want to be, you know, known as that guy. He didn't want to be the heartthrob guy, the romantic comedy guy and stuff. And yeah, so he got into more serious work, and that's when he did like movies like Lords of Dogtown, Monsters Ball, Ned Kelly and stuff. And yeah, people started taking him really seriously as an actor, and of course, A Knight's Tale as well, and he was getting leading roles and stuff, and basically the more he got into Hollywood and stuff, he got more money and stuff, he actually wanted to help a lot of people. Like again, I learned this all in this documentary. He bought a really big house in Los Angeles, and he used it as housing for all people who wanted to be actors and stuff, because people can't afford housing in Los Angeles, so a lot of actors who were just starting out went to go live with Heath Ledger. Actors like Emile Hirsch and Rose Byrne and stuff, and it was pretty interesting to watch and stuff. And this documentary has a lot of actors talking about Heath and his personality and working with him and living with him. Actors like Naomi Watts, Emile Hirsch, director Ang Lee. Even when Ang Lee says when they were filming Brokeback Mountain, Heath Ledger really got into his character and stuff. Like he did a lot of, like, he bit his lip and stuff, he did the accent and stuff. He got right into the role and stuff, and it was fantastic. And that's where he met his wife Michelle Williams and stuff, and had a daughter and everything. And yeah, then it also deals with, like, this documentary also tells you, like, how he was dealing with a lot of sleeping issues. Heath Ledger never slept at night, so he got onto sleeping pills and stuff, and sometimes the sleeping pills weren't working and stuff, and yeah, it really affected his health and everything, and that's, you know, which of course caused his death when he was on the set on The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. And again, the documentary goes into real details about it, but the documentary mostly talks about his career, how he expanded and how he exploded on the screen when he did his movies, because Heath Ledger was just such a talented and very creative and passionate actor, and I really loved this documentary. I thought this was a really solid documentary. It had a lot of love in it and a lot of creativity in it. It was a very well directed documentary, and there was a lot of really quiet moments in the documentary that came out very haunting, like hauntingly beautiful though, and it was really well done and stuff. And yeah, I loved how they showed like old footage of Heath Ledger with his camera and stuff. It really humanized Heath Ledger as a person, because we all love him as an actor, but watching this documentary shows that he was also a person. He wasn't just an actor, he was a person with family, with friends and stuff, who had talent, and he was a true artist and had a lot of creativity in him and stuff. And also, like, if he did not pass away, we all know Heath Ledger would be one of the great actors, and he'd probably be a filmmaker. Watching this documentary, I never knew Heath was like that. I never knew he had this talent behind the camera. I guarantee after he did Dark Knight, he probably would have been directing movies and stuff. He would have probably been like the next Woody Allen or Clint Eastwood and stuff, a guy who's a good actor and a good director and stuff. And yeah, I really loved this documentary. I thought it was a very well crafted and very well directed documentary. I loved learning more about Heath Ledger. I'm a big fan of Heath Ledger and stuff, and I loved learning about his life and stuff. And there was a few moments that actually almost got me a little teary-eyed, because again, we will never see Heath Ledger again. He was such a talented actor who died at such a young age, and it just makes me sad. It just breaks my freaking heart. But yeah, I love this documentary. I Am Heath Ledger is a fantastic documentary. If you guys can find it anywhere, it might be playing again on Spike TV, or you might find it online or something. Please check this documentary out. I actually hope this documentary gets a Best Documentary nomination at the Oscars. It probably won't, but I hope it does, because I really love this documentary. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the documentary I Am Heath Ledger a 9 out of 10. This was a really solid documentary. I don't do a lot of reviews for documentaries, but when I do, hopefully I will do more documentary reviews and stuff, because they're movies too and stuff, but it's hard to watch a lot of documentaries because a lot of documentaries don't come to theaters near me and stuff. So yeah, I'll try to do as much documentary reviews as I can, but yeah, I did this one and I really liked it. So yeah, that was my review for the movie I Am Heath Ledger. I hope you all enjoyed it, and look forward to my next video. I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite Heath Ledger movies. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me what is your favorite and your least favorite Heath Ledger movie. I'm not going to tell you my favorite because I'll save that for the top 10 list, but my least favorite was The Order. The Order was definitely not a great film, but yeah, what is your favorite? What is your least favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.